Hey, what's up, folks? JayborinoPlays here, continuing The Last Guardian, a custom campaign for Warcraft 3 created by OutsiderXE. Point-and-click adventure, fixed camera. I'm liking it a lot so far. It is fun. It's kind of an homage back to the older point-and-click adventure days. The teenage mage tried to catch up with Medivh to ask where they were going and what their goal was, but he could not overtake him. Even if he had, Khadgar realized the rushing wind would drown out all but the greatest shouts, so he followed as the mountains loomed above them as they winged eastward. I'm keeping my eye out for tomes during the cinematics that might be hidden once we gain control or something like that. It appears that these griffins don't really go much faster than as if we were just running. Oh, is that an... I think that's an orc warlock shooting us down! Oh, dear.
Yes, my friend.
Ow, I'm hurt. Ow! Alright, get up, buddy. My shoulder got injured badly. I need some sort of bandage to cover the wound. Okay. Heal Khadgar, find Medivh. It looks like there's a passage behind these rock chunks. I'll need something explosive. Okay. Alright. A frog. Wait, can we pick that up? It's not like a creep, because it's not hopping around, and it has like a little tag there.
Right away.
Bullfrogs eat various types of animals. They only need to be placed at the right spot.
Of course.
I mean, I assume...
As you wish.
Well, first off, let's use concentrate to see. Yeah, so that's saying you could pick something up at this location.
What ails you?
What? I'm not going to cross the stream. Those fish look hungry. So we put the bullfrog in the river and it ate all the fish. Okay, so now we can cross.
Of course.
We can pick the frog back up, and we still need to find some sort of bandage? Am I understanding that correctly? So we pick the bullfrog back up. Only need to be placed at the right spot. Okay, so let's try to kill this spider. We have no... We have 100 mana, and we're not gaining any mana, so we're stuck at 100 mana, so we can't Flame Strike. We just have to try to kill this spider. It looks like we'll be able to kill it, but it's going to be close. I assume that this is required. It'd be kind of funny if, no, the spider just kills you, and if you made the horrible mistake of breaking that spider egg, then, well, too bad. Spider Ichor. Poisonous blood of a spider. A bullfrog's blood may reverse the effect. So I assume, yes, alchemy... We can mix them together. Let's see what's in here as well. Shimmerweed. Okay, what can we make with Shimmerweed? Potion of speed, potion of recovery. Okay, so let's pop the potion of recovery. Perfect.
Is someone in?
And let's go ahead and make that pot of speed. Do we even want to bother? Because here's the thing. I wonder if maybe we can use these in the future for whatever reason. I mean, I might want to use the pot of speed for later as we're running around. I don't know. Let's just go. Keep using concentrate. Let's break these.
Power of the light. Burn.
So this is basically telling me go through these trees.
Right away.
Can't get through Flame Strike. I see. So that's just the mechanic of the game. It forces you to heal yourself so that you can get mana to use Flame Strike so that you can pass by. So let's wait for the fire to dissipate.
Of course.
I feel bad. We killed that innocent bullfrog. It helped us. Oh, we can't pick these up. I guess try, right? Nope. All right, keep using concentrate. I just want to make sure that we're checking all the different ways to go. There's a battle going on up here. And then there's also a way to go up. Let's check out what's going on with this battle. Oh, I shouldn't intervene. Why not? Attack him. Get him. Oh, it doesn't even let me attack. What if I A-click? Nope, doesn't let me attack. So this is basically saying, don't go this way yet. So the only way to go is up here. And we've got an Orc Warlock and an Orc Grunt with intense music. Okay, so let's Flame Strike. Cool, and let's get rid of the Warlock first. All right, it's dead, and then we'll slowly but surely kill this Grunt. There are some runes around here, too, so we might as well pick this up. Let's grab the Rune of Speed. Let's do it. Even though we don't need it, we're just going to sit here again. This is really intense music for... a relatively uneventful fight as we slowly hit each other. Just hitting him in the face with fireballs and he hacks away. Alright, first part done. Flee. Play with me. Play with me! My apprentice told you to leave. You should have followed his orders. I know you, human. You are the one. Are you well, lad? Fine. The cavalry at last. Too loud and too late, but don't tell them that. Rest now. Khadgar, this is Lord Anduin Lothar. Lothar, this is my apprentice, Khadgar of the Kirin Tour. So, you finally got an apprentice. Had to go to the Violet Citadel to find one, eh, Med? Find one of suitable merit, yes. What has this one done to impress you? Oh, the usual. Organized my library. Tamed a griffin on the first try. Took on these orcs single-handed, including a warlock. He organized your library. I'm impressed. Lord Lothar, your skill is known, even in Dalaran. You rest, lad. We'll get the rest of those creatures. You won't, not if you stay on the road. The lad's right, I'm afraid. The orcs have taken to the swamp. They seem to know the Black Morass better than we do, and that's what makes them so effective here. We stay on the roads, and they can run circles around us. How did you know they were here? I encountered one of their advanced scouts near my domain. I managed to squeeze out of him that there was a large party looking to raid along the Morass Road. I had hoped to arrive in time to warn them. Sir, we found a survivor, but he's in pretty bad shape. Could the Magus come at once? Stay with the lad. He's still woozy from everything. You seem to have some experience with these orcs. Maybe you can help us with something. Anything, my lord. Tasks! The orcs in the swamp have set up force fields to allow only their troops to enter their camp. We haven't been able to deactivate them so far. I'm not asking for much. Just keep your eyes open in case you see something that could help us on the matter. Alright. Alright, finding the enemy, help Lothar's men, deactivate the force field, speak to Lothar. Report back to Lothar once you have solved his men's tasks. Also ask him about Medivh.
Yes, my friend.
Let's do that. Can we talk to him? Will he let us talk to him? Alright. Well, we haven't done anything about the force fields. Let's ask him about Medivh. So, the old coot finally took on an assistant. I like the phrase old coot. Apprentice. He's had many assistants. They didn't last, or so I heard. Uh-huh. I recommended a few of those assistants, and they came back with tales of a haunted tower and a crazy demanding mage. What do you think of him? Well, he's nuts. He tried to kill me. Well, look at that. He's very crazy. He's more than I expected. He's moody. My first instinct is to say he's very crazy, but Lothar and Medivh are friends. I suppose we'll go with he is more than I expected and keep it tame. He's more than I expected. He's more than anyone expected. That's one of his good points. That is a very politic and polite response. Lordaeron is a very politic and polite land. So I've noticed in the King's Council, Dalaran's ambassadors can say both yes and no at the same time, and say nothing as well. No insult intended. None taken, my lord. How old are you, lad? I don't know. I know I'm a teenager. 15, 17? 17 makes sense, I guess. 15 would be too young for this story. 17, why? That might make sense. Makes sense how? Lord Magus Medivh, was a young man too when he fell ill. As a result, he never dealt much with someone of your age. Ill? The Magus was ill? Seriously, he fell into a deep sleep, a coma they called it. Lane and I kept him at Northshire Abbey, and the Holy Brothers there fed him broth to keep him from wasting away. For years he was like that, and then snap, he woke up right as rain. Or almost. Almost? Well, he missed a large piece of his teenage years and a few additional decades as well. He fell asleep a teenager and woke up a grown man. I always worry that it affected him. Of course it affected him. How would that not affect anybody? Do we have control again? We do. Concentrate.
I am your
Let's
servant.
check back here.
Of course.
So I assume that battle that we saw is done, perhaps? We've got some symbols. What happens if we... Well, here's one of the force fields. Nothing happens if we stand on this. Am I missing something here? Okay, so here's the force field. Can we stand on these? We can't quite get close. It's possible that these symbols are just saying, hey, there's a force field here. Maybe. And then there's this one back here, which is a little suspicious as well. But nothing happens when I stand on it. I still have my Shimmerweed. I can't do anything with that, but we'll hold on to it for now. And I might as well just keep hitting concentrate to see the different ways to go. Okay, so
Of course.
we either have to go back, but the only thing back was that cave that we can't get into. So I have to remember that that's there so we can blow up those rocks for whatever reason. So we're going to come to the right, use concentrate. I see a human. It looks like a human base here. Here was Lothar.
I am your servant.
I think what I want to do is go and check out this human base first, only because I assume there's a few different ways to go. What happens if I go this way? Can I attack the vulture? No, it has 500,000 health. The only reason I suspected that was because there's a little thing on the ground. Man, there's like several different ways to go, and I'm getting a little confused. Let's go this way. There's another one of those symbols. Stand on this one. No. He said help his men. I'm going towards there's like a blue encampment up here.
Of course.
And there's a blue encampment here. This is just a bunch of dead people. What happens if I do this?
I am your servant.
It makes the footmen glow.
Is my aid required?
What the hell?
As you wish.
And I'm just going to keep using concentrate. I feel like I shouldn't be here yet. He said help my men, but they all appear to be dead, Lothar. So that's bad news. And see, now the grunts are highlighted. What the hell? Okay, well, let's back up. So there's clearly nothing here. I mean, I found a random vulture that appeared highlighted, because that was the thing. When I hit concentrate, it showed on the ground as if we're going to need that later for something.
Of course.
Nothing here. And I'm trying to keep an eye out for tomes. We have a keeper statue. Can we do anything with this? Can we stand on this and something with alchemy? Concentrate? Nothing. This must all be used later. I must have just gone the wrong way. But now that I know this is here, I suppose I'll know where to go when I'm backtracking, maybe? Next stop is going to be this human base. All right, Vulture, I'm coming for you later. I know you're used for something. Not that way. Let's go down. And this direction. There's another force field up there. Let's not bother with that yet. Let's come on up here into the human base and see if there's something we can do here to help these folks. You know, that barrel of explosives looks quite interesting. There we go. We need to get those explosives back to the beginning. And the truth is, we don't have any need for it at the moment. I can give it to you if you help me and my buddy out. Of course. How may I be of service? The orcs have attacked us without warning and left us blindfolded by destroying our seaside tower. We don't have the proper resources at this camp to repair it, and we lack the manpower to send people out to get them. What do you need? Some lumber. We can't harvest here anymore. We need the cover. Strategic peon. Or peasant, excuse me. Okay, so what do we need to do? Find an axe, gather 2 logs, and bring them to the peasant. Well, there's the axe. Let's just right-click on that and head back here. Again, I'm keeping an eye out for tomes. I haven't found any yet. There have been tomes of experience in the previous missions, but not this one yet. Can we come back here? Concentrate. That's the axe. There's another... Okay, so there's another peon. Is this the same one? Use alchemy level 2 to combine a keg of thunder water with shimmerweed or a thunderbloom bulb to create a potion of mana or a potion of healing. Well, we only have alchemy level 1, so I suppose we're going to hold on to this until later?
Of course.
You spoke with the other guy, yes? Yes? No? Doesn't matter. Here's what you got to do. Our caravans have been attacked, and Lothar wants to cover the corpses with body bags, orcs included. We sent Timmy to count the corpses, but we need someone else to confirm. Okay. I see. I know now. I see what we're doing. Okay, count the amount of dead footmen, knights, grunts, and warlocks, separating each unit type. So that's what that was. We also need to be cutting down trees. So I suppose let's head back. It was up here. Let's go up in that direction first. Was it this way? There's the vulture. Yeah, so we're going the right way. We're going to come up here. That's where the weird statue was past those torches. So we want to come up here. This looks like a proper tree to cut. Okay. All right. I can get behind this. So, hit this. Oh, no. It makes it... We have it... Okay.
Of course.
Interesting. I would have thought just click this. That's why I tried that. All right. So, there's our first log. So, we need to find another one, which was back by the other force field behind Lothar. Okay. It's all coming together now. So, even though I went the wrong way twice, Now I understand where everything is. Okay, so here are all the dead people. Sorry, dead people. So we have to count all the footmen, grunts, and warlocks. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grunts. That's nice. Okay, so why is it showing...
What ails you?
So what happens if I, like, stand on top of one of the knights? 4 knights. 6 grunts, 4 knights. We gotta remember this. I should do it in a more predictable order. So it's like if I stand on top of one, then it highlights them. Okay, those are the warlocks.
Is my aid required?
I see, so 3 warlocks, 4 knights, 6 grunts. And then we need footmen. Footmen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 footmen, 4 knights, 6 grunts, 3 warlocks. 5, 5, 4, 6, 3. 5, 4, 6, 3. 5, 4, 6, 3. In the order of, so like, Tier 1 human, Tier 2 human, Tier 1 orc, Tier 2 orc. 5, 4, 6, 3. Don't forget this. 5, 4, 6, 3. 5, 4, 6, 3. Meanwhile, okay, I'm just going to keep repeating it because otherwise I'm going to forget. Should I go and get the other tree first? It's very tempting to just go and grab the other tree now. I just actually right-clicked it on the mini-map, and he'll find his way, because remembering my way through these areas is challenging. So 5 footmen, 4 knights, 6 grunts, 3 mages. Back here, please. Here's the tree. All right, it's all coming together. Those other glyphs, though, I don't know what those represent. That might just be saying force field. I don't know.
Right away.
All right, grab the log. And we don't have level 2 alchemy, so I'm just gonna hold on to my thunderwater and my shimmerweed until I can mix them. See, I figured, I mean, the shimmerweed, it's gonna take up a spot either way. It's either gonna be a potion of speed or not. And the thing is, it doesn't need to be a potion of speed. It's the same inventory space regardless. So I'm kind of glad that I held on to it. 5, 4, 6, 3. 5, 4, 6, 3. I'm kind of glad that I held on to it because. Let's go and talk to this fellow. Well, let's go do the corpses first before I forget everything. I'm kind of glad that I kept it that way because then I got alchemy level 2. And the fact that it says alchemy level 1 to me implies that it can be leveled up eventually. So I took the risk and there was no reason not to. So how many dead bodies did you find? Dead footmen, 5. Dead knights, 4. Dead grunts, 6. Warlocks, 3. Boom! Yep, that's what Timmy reported as well. Okay, so 1 of 2. We had to help both peasants, and then they give us the explosives. So let's head back over this direction. Where are you, buddy? There you are.
I am your servant.
You found some lumber. Very good. I've also helped that other guy with his problem. That's great. Then you can have the barrel. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun blowing stuff up! Alright, grab this. Wonderful. Barrel of explosives. I might use this barrel to destroy the rock chunks of the cave where the hungry fish were. That was down here, so I'm just going to right-click all the way that way and hope that he finds his way. So I realize now, I don't have to pay that much attention. Well, I mean, I still want to pay attention, but this one is a little hard to keep track of because the minimap doesn't really display the proper paths because we are in a swamp. I feel like that was done intentionally. So it is kind of hard to keep track of all these different ways because it's like there's 3 or 4 forking paths with forked paths within them as well. But if you right-click on the minimap, Khadgar will just sort of make his way back there, which is very, very nice.
Of course.
Okay, we got a cross back here. Let's go ahead and drop this off on the rock chunks. My mouse is gone. Okay. 3, 2, 1. And we have a boulder. Throws a stone. A stone to throw at animals or make fire with.
Of course.
Can we... Okay. I was going to say, can we still go through the cave or what? We have Mammon's sacks.
Yes, my friend.
Sure. You have found us in our secret domain. You must be the chosen one. Hell yeah, I'm the chosen one. Yes. Who are you? We are the Keymasters. Come, we don't have much time. We shall show you what the Keeper requires to complete the ritual to break the force fields. Nice. Create a mixture of rare colors for him. In our toolbox, you will find instructions on how to create the mixture and proper alchemic tools for the procedure. Okay.
I am your servant.
Lockpicking time. Left. 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 No, okay, so left, left, right. Right. Left, left, right, right. Left, left, right, right, right. Left, 2 lefts, 4 rights. Left. Okay, cool. So there's 2 lefts, 4 rights, 1 left. Alchemy level 2. Give it to me. Well, before we do anything, let's make a pot of mana. Perfect. All right, I don't really care about pots of speed. Empty vial. An empty vial will be filled at a water source, and then we need intermediate alchemy. You need to follow these steps. Filled vial plus dead skink, green liquor. Green liqueur. A hero's lock plus a dead vulture, red liqueur. Green liqueur, red liqueur. So we need both of these. So we need 4 items, basically. We have the vial already. Then we mix it with a dead skink. That must be a critter of some kind. The vulture, we know where that was, and we have a boulder to throw at animals or make fire with. So we're going to throw this at that vulture. We know where the vulture is, and with the vulture, we also need a hero's lock.
I am your
Hero's
servant.
lock. A lock of hair.
Right away. I am your servant.
Well, the only here... Well, we have Lothar. We have access to Lothar. Can we go and speak to him and somehow get his hair? Is that what we need to be doing? Also, I need to be on the lookout for a skink. I don't know what a skink is. Isn't a skink some kind of lizard?
I am your servant.
Of sorts. Let's go up to Lothar first. A hero's lock. I hope he doesn't get mad.
Right away.
Excuse me? Can I...
I am your servant.
I don't have the axe anymore. I can't, like, axe him. How do we get the hair? Well, all right. I mean, I filled the vial up. I was just standing in water. I suppose that works, but that... I'd hoped maybe doing that... What if we hit him with a boulder? No, unable to target friendly units. Let's just try attacking him. Hey, what the? Careful, though, lad. That's clever. That's a clever little way to make you figure out how to get his hair. Okay, so there it is, a hero's lock. And just to check, the hero's lock goes with the dead vulture. We gotta start looking for skinks. Well, there's one. How do I get that, though? You hit that with a boulder? This must be on a different screen. I'm gonna check up here, too. This is where the other force field was. It's possible that there was something up here. Maybe a skink, perhaps. If we use concentrate, maybe that'll highlight if there are skinks somewhere. Does not appear so. Also, I feel kind of lucky that I even found a place with usable water, because this is like a swamp where I didn't think that maybe that the special waters would be proper. So the skink was like up there, wasn't it?
Of course.
Let's try and go around and see if we can find where it might be. I don't even know where to look for this thing, honestly. Let's come down here. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is.
As you wish.
Get up there. A dead skink. Kill it.
Feel my wrath.
Give me that skink. And this is where the other... This is where the other force field was. We're going to be coming back here anyway. Let's leave the Thunder Bloom. We may need it later, but right now I'm not going to bother with it. Let's... Where was that vulture? Oh, wait, we can combine the vial and the skink. There's the green liqueur. I'm going to say I've got to free up our inventory every time we can. This was the human base. The vulture was up towards all the dead bodies. Nope, nope, this way. It was towards all the dead bodies. So let's just right-click up there. A dead vulture. There it is. Hit it with the stone. That was very rude.
Right away.
Okay, and then we turn that into the red liqueur, and then we mix those to make whatever it was that we really needed. Color of rainbows. The color of rainbows must be sacrificed to the Keeper statue to deactivate the force fields. We're right by the Keeper statue. How ideal is that?
I am your servant.
Alrighty. Tricky.
Of course. Right away.
Okay, and I mean, let's just keep hitting concentrate just in case there's something to pick up. Have not found any tomes. I hopefully haven't missed them. Oh, that just did it. All right, speak to Lothar. Huh. All right. I mean, hey, I suppose we did it. Let's just right-click back to Lothar, and we want to make sure we go and pick up those herbs that we found, or the Thunder Bloom bulb, or whatever it was that we found. That was down here, wasn't it? Or was that up here? I'd like to make sure I get all that stuff. There it is. Let's go and pick that up, because we have space now. And that we can turn into a clarity potion, which I'd rather wait. Maybe if we can find some more booze, we can mix them together properly.
As you wish.
I'd rather not turn those into low-level potions if I have inventory space. Let's go ahead and right-click on Lothar. And we've deactivated the field, so that's pretty great. All right, what's up, buddy? It seems the Magus hasn't returned yet. Are you inclined to complete another task for Azeroth? You aren't our servant after all. It is not a problem. I will do as you wish, for you are a friend of Medivh. Excellent. We need someone to spy on these orcs. Someone to gather some information about their origin, their plans, and weak points, if any. Only then can we strike efficiently. Will you do so? Yes, sir. I'm eager to help. Put on orcish armor, a helmet, and green paint. Listen to 3 orc conversations. Speak to Lothar. Continue the conversation with Lothar about Medivh and complete his task. Okay.
I am your servant.
Let's do that first. Medivh. His coma, it was unnatural. Med calls it a nap, like it was perfectly reasonable, but we never found out why it happened. The Magus might have puzzled it out, but he's shown no interest in the matter, even when I've asked. I am Medivh's apprentice. Why are you telling me this? To be honest, I worry about him. He's all alone in his tower. Morose and Cook, I suppose. Alone, period. He has a castellan, and there's Cook. With all his magic, he just seems alone. Tucked up there in the mountains, I worry about him. What can I do to help? Keep an eye on him. If you're an apprentice, he should spend more time with you. I don't want him to... commit suicide? Hurt someone? Hurt someone? Nope. Nope. I get the failure bell. Nope, that's not what I was thinking. Probably fall into another coma then. I would be honored to help you both, Lord Lothar. Know that my loyalty must be the Master Mage first, but if there's anything a friend would need to know, I'll pass it along.
What ails you?
Okay. I guess let's start going through where the force fields were.
Of course.
And, okay, so now it's down. We can pass through this, and we have to find a helmet, armor, and green paint.
I am your servant.
Okay, well, let's come up here first, then. And... oh, that's just a frog. Oh, dear.
Of course.
Oh, dear. Well, we got a rune of healing there. Got the intense music starting up again. Let's wait for them to all get around me, and then drop a flame strike on top of all of them. Killing these might result in me getting level 5, and then I would get level 3 flame strike. Even though there's that haste that you can get, but I don't think it's that necessary. Let's see if we can just get rid of these idiots. There we go. Level up flame strike, please. It's still 135 mana, which is wonderful. Before we kill him, let's just swing by here and get the rune of mana in case it disappears. And there we go. And yeah, when the combat ends, the runes go away, and it looks like you get back to full health. Interesting. I shouldn't come here without a disguise.
Right away. Of course.
Oh, okay, so this is the orc encampment. That might be like Rockert or Stonard or whichever one of those were set up in the Black Morass. I think it's Stonard. If you remember all the way back to when I played The Coming of the Horde, that was probably one of the hardest custom campaigns I played for sure. But it was really fun and very informative.
As you wish.
Well, by the way, I'm going to right-click over here and get over there eventually. Very informative about the events prior to Warcraft 1. I think that took place before this, so the orcs may have already attacked Stormwind, and now Lothar is out trying to hunt them down in the Black Morass. Eventually, I think they attack Stormwind again and succeed, because Warcraft 1 is generally considered, I think, an orc victory, and then Warcraft 2 is a human victory. I think. Either way, that's where we are. All right, so we made it back here. This seems harrowing. Dead body.
I am your servant.
Okay, well, I shouldn't come here without a disguise, but we can go down here. We've got the armor. We need the helmet. There's some shimmerweed and a keg of thunderwater. Okay, cool. Let's go grab these. Oh, it's a Blade Master. Oh, of course he's going to do that. So we have to find the real one. And again, my goal is to drop flame strikes. All right, so it's this one. This is the real one. My goal is to drop flame strikes so that I hit all of these. Let's come on down and grab the runes before they disappear. Even though I think you get all your health back, but either way. Let them spread out. That looks like it hits all of them. I gotta make sure I'm not hitting myself either. This... oh, I am hitting myself. Either way, we killed him. We get our health back. That's nice. We'll grab the Rune of Healing because it did remain. We've got an Orc Helm. Concentrate. There's more to down. We need the green paint. Going back here, there was an entrance that we couldn't get through because there were orcs. But now we've got a little thing here. And again, I'm still on the lookout. I have not found a single tome. All right, Keg of Thunderwater. Let's make feel like the healing pot is, like, never necessary. I'd much rather have the pot of mana. And then we can turn this into the clarity pot, I guess, or just hold on to it.
Yes,
we can just hold on to it for now.
As you wish.
And unless we need to start dropping this stuff, this has to be where the green paint is. It's gotta be. Okay, left. 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 3 lefts. Let's keep going. Left. Nope, 3 lefts. Right. Left. Left, 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 right, left. Left, 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 right, left, left. Okay, so left, 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 right, left, left, right, right. There we go. Alrighty, green paint, give it to me. Green paint, master the art of body painting. Sure. Ah, look, we're a grunt. Not comfortable, but it should do the trick.
Is my aid required?
Listen to 3 orc conversations, speak to Lord Lothar. Okay, so if we go in here,
right away,
then we'll come out the bottom and be closer to Lothar. So let's just walk in this direction and see if we can overhear some conversations.
As you wish.
I like how we turn into an actual orc. That's neat. We painted ourselves green. These guys look like they're talking. Burning Blade's power is increasing, as are numbers. Blackhand will not let this mad clan take over command. He would rather let Gul'dan and his Stormweaver clan or the Blacktooth Grin clan have their way. He can't hold his position. Blackhand is weak. Damn! Hush, Grunt is listening. Dabu. Okay. Let's hit concentrate. So, okay, so that's saying there's a conversation to listen to.
Right away.
Looks like there's a few different ways to go. Still no...
Right away.
Still no tomes. I'm actually really surprised that I haven't found any tomes. Over here certainly seems like a conversation we can overhear. The war chief will be pleased to hear of our success raiding these humans, but it will not be enough. If we want to conquer this world, we must break the humans' neck. We need to attack their capitals. Right, so I'm not sure if this takes place before the first failed attempt at taking Stormwind or after, and which they properly take Stormwind, because they are able to take Stormwind the second time. I sickened at the sight of the so-called lush world. Gul'dan promised us more. Silence. We are only here to carry out our mission. Once we have crushed these puny humans, we will be allowed to return to our own world. Draenor? I would rather call this swamp my home than those wastelands. Okay, so we've gotten some news about the orcs.
Injured.
I'm going to come this way and see if maybe there's something to pick up. Keep hitting concentrate. Can we... Oh, this is where we were earlier when we were stuck behind that tent.
I am your servant.
Okay, so this all down here is all one thing. There were just 2 force fields. We want to go at the bottom because we want to be able to be closer to Lothar so we can get to him sooner. And I think that's got to be everything, right? At this point, that has to be everything because we've done everything across the whole map. Because up here was where all the dead bodies were. We've picked up... Well, we've got a bunch of potions. I mean... The potions of mana certainly seem like the most important things, mostly because alchemy also takes mana. I realize it's 60 now instead of 75 now that we've gotten level 2 alchemy, so that's neat. Medivh, there's something else. Has the Lord Magus spoken of the Guardian to you? Oh, this is a different conversation. I was wondering, is this a repeat? He mentioned the Guardian but refused to tell us more. I've heard the name from Medivh's lips, but know nothing of the details. It's his mother! Egwin. Then let it be as if I said nothing to you. I'm sure we will talk of it in due course. Undoubtedly, you seem like a trustworthy sort. After all, I've only been his apprentice for a few days. A few days? Exactly how long have you been Medivh's apprentice? 1 day. Yep, that's true. We showed up at Karazhan earlier and immediately had to get on... We organized the library and then got on Griffins to come here. Counting until dawn tomorrow, that would be 1.
What ails you?
Damn, okay. So... Have you found out what these orcs are up to? The orcs came from another world called Draenor to conquer Azeroth. There are scuffles among the clans. Good work, lad. I'm sure this information will help the campaign against these monstrosities. I mean, maybe eventually. It's not like you really know anything about their clan structure yet. Are you up for travel? Well enough. I don't know if I can handle a griffin, though, even with... It's just as well. Your mount got spooked by the attack and headed for the high country. We'll have to double up. Yeah, get real close on that griffin. So I'm your apprentice. Yes. I passed your tests. Yes. I'm honored, sir. I'm glad you are, because now starts the hard part. Yes. Sweet deal. I feel pretty confident that I did well that map. Again, I went the wrong way a couple times. What can you expect? We are in a giant swamp with a bunch of different ways to go. Let's check for an interlude. The only thing I'm, a little self-conscious of is if there were tomes that I missed, but I thought, I don't know, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, I don't know. Honestly, I would rather that I missed a tome because I know that it bothers people a lot, which kind of gives me the giggles. All right, sands in an hourglass, so are the days of our lives. 7 days after the battle in the swamp with their return to the tower, the young mage's apprenticeship had begun in earnest. Khadgar would practice his spells and assist the master mage with various tasks, like taking notes for him, recovering books from the library, or holding a collection of tools as the magus worked. I've seen them before. Seen who before? The orcs. I've seen the orcs we fought before. You didn't mention them when you first arrived. I remember asking you about the other races. Where have you seen them? In a vision soon after I arrived here, I was on a battlefield and these creatures, these orcs, were there, attacking us. I mean, attacking the humans I was with. And I wasn't here, not in Azeroth or Lordaeron. Wherever I was, the sky was red as blood. Curious. That's a new one. A new one indeed. Sir? Medivh. Medivh, sir. Where do these visions come from? Are they haunting? Or some past or portent of the future? Both, and neither. Go fetch an ewer of wine from the kitchen. My work is done for the day. I'm afraid it's nearly time for supper, and this may take some explaining. Exposition! Now, you were asking about visions. Moros said that people saw things like that all the time. Moros is right. That this tower is a place of power should not surprise you. Mages gravitate toward such places. One such location is here in the Red Ridge Mountains. Once long ago, something powerful exploded here, carving out the valley. You then came. Yes, that's all true if you look at it in a linear fashion. But what happens if the explosion occurred because I would eventually come here and the place needed to be ready for me? Magic is the art of circumventing the normal. Tell me, what is time? How does it work? Time is a regular progression of instants, like sands through an hourglass. Excellent analogy. If the tower is an hourglass and not a mechanical clock, then visions are bits of sand, of time itself, that are moving through it at any time. These are unstuck or overlap each other, so that we can see them but not clearly. Some of it is part of the past and some the future. Could some of it be of other worlds as well? Possible. These visions waft in and out of our own speed and defy us to explain their chaotic nature, at their own speed. Have you ever sought out a particular vision? Wouldn't there be a way to discover a certain future and then make sure it happened? Or make sure it never comes to pass? No, there are some things even a Master Mage respects and stays clear of. This is one of them. Bring me a vision. I assume vision. I have to go. Huh? Tonight, I'm afraid. Tonight, I'm afraid. Jeez, I will leave instructions for your studies with Moros. Fine. Bring me a vision of the young Medivh. Damn. Is that, that's gotta be Egwin, right? This is a flashback of Medivh's past. And this clearly is not Medivh, so I assume it's Egwin. Who is like a baller-ass mage. The Guardian of Tirisfal. You're a fool, Guardian of Tirisfal. While you have been fighting only a few, my brothers in sorcery have brought in others. A legion of others. Every incubus and petty demon. Every nightmare and shadowhound. Every dark lord and captain of the burning legion. All have come here while you alone have fought these few. I know, but I never said I was alone. Oh! The dragonflights come to assist! This is a pretty cool interlude cinematic. Dragons fighting demons, and one master mage. And Sargeras. Sargeras? I say Sargeras, that's how I pronounce that. I don't know what's right. This music is from the original intro cinematic to World of Warcraft. It looks like the dragons have been defeated, but Egwene can hold her own. Though at the same time, this is Sargeras. Sargeras. Guardian. I have broken your toys. You are finished here. Flee while you still have your life. The time of Tirisfal is about to end. This world will soon bow before the onslaught of the Legion. Surrender now. I have use of your power. No. Then die, Guardian, and let your world die with you. The Magus is back. Wants you up at the observatory level. Medivh's back? That's what I said. You're to fly to Stormwind with him. Stormwind? Me? Why? You're the apprentice, that's why. Observatory. Top level. I've summoned the Griffins. The Moros portrait is really cool. I think I mentioned that last mission as well, but real neat looking. Well, hey, this was a fun mission. I think I did okay, and hopefully I didn't miss any tomes, but if I did, haha to you. Woo! But yeah, I don't think I did. I don't know. I can't really speak to that. If I missed it, then clearly I wouldn't know. This has been Jayborino. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.